Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today what I want to talk about is Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition and economic social modeling. And specifically, I have a question for you today to assist me with my economic social modeling within my Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition campaign. I have specific questions I want to ask. I want to answer for myself about the American economy, and I want to get the information from my Dungeons and Dragons game, my current campaign. But there's something I can't figure out, and I want to ask you. So let's get into this. All right. So right now in America, I am frustrated and very disappointed with our current president, President Biden. Let me say it all here. I think President Biden is a good man who intends well for the country. I think his best years are well behind him. I think what he is doing right now is he is giving us the best years of the second decade of his retirement, right? I think the energy we're getting from him, from a president, is like hobby energy. Like when you're 80, when you're close to 80, you should be doing a hobby, and his hobby right now is being president, right? It's just, and so I'm frustrated, right? Because the reality is, and I don't think he intends for America to not have a utopian 3 decades ahead of it, but for me, Biden is costing us 3 decades of utopia. Now that utopia, in my opinion, I really don't have any frustrations with Joe Biden, except that he is not Andrew Yang. It's not that I'm frustrated with what Biden is producing. It's that I know what Andrew Yang could have produced, right? So Andrew Yang was an incredibly charismatic, incredibly creative, incredibly intelligent man who I think would have brought 3 decades of utopia to the United States of America. And Biden has replaced that with his American blavers, right? And I wouldn't be worried except for one thing, and it just points me back and makes me long for the days where we could believe that Andrew Yang could be president, okay? And here's what worries me. It's the price of gas. The price of gas is higher than I have seen it in close to a decade, all right? I have not seen, we're coming close to gas is $3.50 to $4, right? And I'm like, hey, this is not great. I am very worried about this. We've had $2 gas for a long time, right? And I ain't seen $2 gas since President Biden has been president, right? Now, what's the problem with this? Who cares what gas costs? I do, and you should, right? Why does the price of gas matter? Well, here's the problem. You got to put it in your car, right? And that's expensive, right? But every single physical item you buy, it has a component of it that is gas. It's all got to get shipped. Everything you eat, everything you drink, every book you read, every piece of clothing you put on your body has got to get shipped. It's got to get shipped. And when it gets shipped, it uses gas. Which means that if gas is high, which Biden is very comfortable with very, very, very high gas, right? Gas prices, right? Which again, you ain't going to have an American utopia the way you would have under Andrew Yang if you have outrageously high gas prices, because it means that every single thing you buy is more expensive. And not a little bit, a lot of it, right? It is a lot more expensive. Now, the reality is, this is a minor problem for me, okay? I've reached a point where, I am upper middle class. I wouldn't even say wealthy, right? I'm upper middle class. But at this point, there ain't no worries in the Garibay family. None, right? Economically, right? We can eat out whenever we want to eat out. We can eat out wherever we want to eat out. My wife can buy whatever. If it ain't a car or above, we can get it, period, right? We can't buy a yacht. We ain't that kind of money. We ain't got that kind of money, right? But if it ain't a car or above, if it ain't a car or a house or more expensive than that, we can get it, period. Whenever we want it, whatever color we want it, right? And thank the Lord. I will take a moment to say thank God. So these gas prices are an annoyance. They are an itching pain. They give me a rash, right? But the reality is, I live next to a city where that is not the case. where there are people who, like, if you go 500 feet from my house, you will find a city that is in desperate struggles, where people do not have the money to buy what they want, right? And the milk they buy, the clothes they buy, the shoes they put on their feet, so that they don't have to walk on 100-degree asphalt. It's all more expensive, and they feel that pain, and I see it, right? And it is real, right? So, and it's harsh, right? So right now, I want to understand American economics better, and I am convinced that in Dungeons and Dragons, 3 things happen when a good dungeon master puts their mind to it. You do self-improvement, you improve yourself and your players. You do knowledge exchange, you get knowledge from your players, and you can do social modeling. You can put structured questions in front of very, very smart people and have them give you answers back to experiments that are done at the table. And that's exactly what I intend to do. I want to learn more about the American economy through my current Dungeons & Dragons game. I got 3 crazy smart people, all at different class levels, like wealth class levels, all with very different social structures, all with very different skill sets, and all with very different mindsets. And I want to put them through essentially a structure where I can learn more and answer some of my questions specifically about the American economic system, right? So here's what I need. This is my request to you. What is the price of gas in Faerun, right? In Faerun, in Forgotten Realms, what takes the place of gas? Gas has a special place in American politics. Every single thing that is tangible, that is bought in America, is shipped. It's all shipped, which means when the gas goes up, the prices on everything go up. Is there an equivalent in Forgotten Realms? I don't know what it is. It's not the price of milk, right? That might be close, but it's not there, right? So is there an equivalent product in Faerun where when I use that value for that commodity, it will give me answers about how American economic system works for gas. Now, also, I will recognize right now, it may not be one product. It may be a subset of products or services within Forgotten Realms. So I've started thinking about this. I don't have any good answers, right? What represents the price of gas in America when we look at the economy of Faerun, of Forgotten Realms? You got Waterdeep, you got Menza Baranzan, and I think some of you know more cities than I do. What takes the place of the price of gas in Faerun, in Forgotten Realms? I appreciate you taking the time to let me ask this question of you. I very much look forward to your answers. I appreciate you assisting me with the social modeling that I'm attempting to do within my Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game. And once again, I'll just say thank you, because this is not me giving you information. This is me asking you a question. So I took, I think 9 minutes of your life, and I just wanted to say thank you. I very much appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to your answers. Thank you very much. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.